Stephen King's The Mist is a story where the real terror isn't what's hiding out of sight. It's uncertainty itself, and how quickly people fall apart when familiar structures and rules disappear. Following a severe storm that causes widespread power outages, property damage, and roads to be closed, David and his son Billy head into town to get some supplies from their local grocery store. While shopping, a dense mist creeps over the town, leaving dozens of people stranded. As people venture outside, it becomes very apparent that there's something not right about the situation. One of the strongest elements of this book is the focus on human behavior, the fear that comes from the isolation and the unknown. But the most unsettling element is the way that people react under that pressure. King does a wonderful job of capturing panic, paranoia, and mass hysteria. His understanding of the human emotion is on full display. You can clearly feel the terror that these characters experience, and their emotional responses often carry more weight than the threat itself. That being said, the short length holds this story back. I was never able to really form a deep connection with any of the characters. And this is where his longer novels tend to shine, as they allow for more emotional investment and character development. I feel like The Mist really would have benefited from being expanded into its own standalone novel rather than a part of a collection. I have to admit, my experience was probably hindered quite a bit because I saw the film adaptation beforehand. While it was interesting to see the source material, I feel like it lacked in comparison, especially when it comes to the ending. King has a reputation of lackluster endings, and although I thought that criticism was a little unfair after reading 11/22/63 and Joyland, this story reinforces that sometimes those final chapters fall a little short. And trust me, I love ambiguous endings, but this one was a little underwhelming. And another element of the story that just really caught me off guard was a character decision in the later half of the story that just felt wildly unrealistic given the circumstances. If you've read this, you probably know what I'm talking about, but that's Stephen King for you. Still, the book does a lot right. The atmosphere is eerie, the tension's there, and the confined space works well. Just when the story starts to feel like it's slowing down, it pushes forward again and doesn't overstay its welcome. Overall, The Mist is a good story, just not a great one. For me personally, it lacked emotional depth and narrative weight. I still enjoyed reading this, even though it didn't quite reach the heights I was hoping for. If you've read this one, let me know what you thought about it. And if you think I had some hot takes, I want to hear about it in the comments. Seeing as I'm early on in my Stephen King journey, where should I go from here? If you have any opinions on what I should read next, let me know.